The field of cybersecurity in real life is intense. It is unfortunately not for the faint-hearted as you rise up the hierarchy.
Well, I think we start with the fact you've got one of the nation's leading research universities here, the University of South Florida.
We're not just competing, we are training that next generation of cybersecurity professionals that will fill those positions that are currently in high demand.
Technology is everything nowadays, and if you're not secure in your technology, then you're not secure at all.
Sometimes we don't have internet, don't have phone communications, so I don't know if you know what a landline is, but that's what we would rely on.
I really wasn't expecting to become a part of ChainGuard or the cybersecurity space at all, really. It was not something I had anticipated or planned on, as reflected by the fact that I'm a computer engineering major and not a cybersecurity major.
I think cybersecurity is, to quote a former boss of mine, right, it's the largest technical challenge of our generation.
And as a bonus, cybersecurity is cool. I don't sit around programming all day.
Without the backing of the school, you can't really get anywhere significant. CyberHerd is just that. It has the backing of the school, it has the backing of Cyber Florida. With those resources, we're able to accomplish great things and win competitions.
So communication is now extremely important in cybersecurity because the field of cybersecurity itself is rapidly evolving. It's very difficult to explain to a client why something is an attack or why something is not an attack. Our curriculum has several courses where students have to do formal projects, and they also are graded very seriously based on their ability to present, both orally and also in written format, and we also emphasize teamwork.
You've got one of the nation's leading research universities here, the University of South Florida, with vast, deep academic and operational experience in cybersecurity that attracts leading cybersecurity businesses to the Tampa Bay area because of that. We graduate remarkable students who are able to work in this expanding industry. You've also got a major national security enterprise here in the U.S. Central Command and U.S. Special Operations Command are headquartered here. It's a unique confluence of opportunity and capability here in Tampa Bay that's going to chart our course forward.
We're also going to be creating a military track through the new college. Think of it as a cyber ROTC program, right? Where we actually have a military focus on cybersecurity because we need to be able to make sure that Central Command has plenty of cybersecurity warriors as well as Special Operations Command right here in Tampa Bay.
We have the White Hatters Club, which is a cybersecurity club, more for the beginner students. Then we have ACM in women computing. We have WICYS, Women in Cybersecurity. So there are a bunch of these clubs. So when students join these clubs, they start to interact with their peers who are a little bit ahead of the curve. And so that's a good way to learn. You can learn a lot from a professor, but you can also learn a lot from your peers as well. And then when they're really ready, when they think they're ready, well, they could make an application to join the USF CyberHerd, which is our premier team.
So this was when we were a Department of Computer Science and Engineering, and we were discussing how can we have a student team that actually wins consistently over time. We realized that to go to the next level, we really need to form a group specifically that will be focused on competitions, and we will train them. So that's when the CyberHerd we started. Then we went to Cyber Florida for resources in terms of computers. The university gave us space for the students to train. Marvin is the coach, and then Sriram also coaches them.
The program started about 2018 with probably, 18 students at the start. Right now we are looking at 800 to 900 students. So the rise has been meteoric for the BS in Cybersecurity program. Our students are filling the jobs in and around the Tampa, Florida area and also across the nation. So our students get really good jobs and they are fulfilling a major cybersecurity shortage need in the country.
We are migrating CyberHerd into the Bellini College, but the partnership with College of Engineering and College of Business and other colleges will continue, and the partnerships will actually grow going forward.
And in the last 2 years, the CyberHerd has accomplished what we had probably not dreamed of. It was to put a group that could be at a competitive level representing the university in cybersecurity competition. We were not at that stage before, for quite some time. So I think putting resources, support from me as a coach and all the resources around this team has better chances to make it successful than if not.
So CyberHerds have come a long way in the short period of time. For 3 years now, they have consistently won the regionals, being the second and third, which is remarkable to be there and to hold their own place. If you look at the CyberHerds members, they're landing jobs. They're landing jobs at the competitions.
I like to think we're the best of USF when it comes to cybersecurity, and we have been tasked with representing the university at collegiate level cybersecurity competitions.
So I started off with technology in high school, but I didn't really get interested in cybersecurity so much till college, when I just saw White Hatters meeting. White Hatters is the original club for that on campus, and I attended the intro meeting. I remember there was a member there who they were talking about, and they were saying he was really good, and he was top 1% on a cybersecurity learning platform. From that point on, I just remember being so motivated because I was like, I gotta be top 1%.
I am a huge music nerd. I love music, so I'm starting to learn the bass, first lesson today. But before that, I played saxophone for 9 years as part of like a combo group jazz band back in my hometown of Melbourne.
I'm a musician. I played piano. I've been playing since I was 5 or 6 years old. I like to read. I'm big into fantasy and historical fiction novels. On top of that, I'm currently in the National Guard and working to become an active duty officer, hopefully in the cyber field.
I like reading. Don't really have time for that anymore, but I try to sneak in some books here and there, nonfiction or other. I'm really passionate about crocheting and fiber arts. Fiber arts actually has a bit of a background in mathematics and computer science as well. It's not something you would expect, but the jacquard loom invented during the Industrial Revolution actually paved the way for like the first computer programming. So it's kind of interesting to be a part of a community of crafters and then also simultaneously be a part of an academic community that kind of built off of that.
I grew up in a place called Kashmir, which is in the north of India. Back home, the political conditions are not as stable. So growing up, like even through high school, I didn't go to school for most of the year because things would just be shut down. And sometimes we don't have internet, don't have phone communications. I don't know if you know what a landline is, but that's what we would rely on. In my 11th grade, I got to hear about opportunities where students could go abroad. So I took my SATs and I was doing that on 2G speed. So a 5-minute video on Khan Academy would take like 10 minutes to load. But I got good grades on that. I started applying, and University of South Florida was one of the universities that gave me a good scholarship.
I've always felt like I was okay at everything. I swam for 15 years. My dad is a swimmer, my grandpa was a swimmer, my great-grandpa was a swimmer. Everyone swam competitively, and I swam in high school, swam in middle school, swam basically my entire life. And I just never felt like I was getting much better, no matter how much faster you can get. I mean, from race to race, you can only improve about 0.1 seconds. And you're like, oh my goodness, I just practiced for 3 months to improve this much. So that was very frustrating for me. But with cybersecurity, it's different.
So I've always kind of loved computers. Every day I'd get home from school, I'd hop on the computer, either playing video games or chatting with friends. Throughout my high school career, I was always thinking I'll go into computer science, but I hate math. I can't do math for my life, so.
It was Wasim who really pushed me to make that application. And then I gave the worst resume I think I've ever seen in my life. And he said, tell Dr. Marvin you sent the wrong one, that one's outdated. There was a selfie in the top corner, it was bad, just not good. And then Dr. Marvin was like, good try. And I was like, no, wait, here's the right one. It's 2 pages, so much better. I don't know why I did the first one. So yeah, I originally got rejected before we expanded the roster by 2 slots. So
I'm gonna say this because it's my passion, but I think cybersecurity is perfect as a discipline because it kind of combines both the logical side of humanity and then also the more like emotional side. So when I say this, I mean like a cybersecurity problem can be a person problem and also a software problem. Like I could convince you to give me some information about you that would allow me to exploit some part of your life. Or I could research what phone you have and then write an exploit for your phone to get some information about you. So it's both the human aspect and the logical aspect, kind of the 2 different sides of your brain kind of becoming one thing.
I would like them to win the regionals, number 1, right? And then win in the top 5 in the national competitions. Right? So I'd like them to think national now.
Okay, guys, turning my team captain mode on for the next 8 hours or so. I regret that we are here from 12 to 7 as opposed to 9 to 4. I've brought cookies, if anybody wants cookies. So just to recap, we have Jackson and Fagan working on the 2 Windows systems, Grant, Alex, Nick, and Arif on the Linux systems, me and Adriana on the Injects. It's not the role I expected coming into CyberHerd, but I feel like I've really ramped up and become a part of the community at a faster pace than I initially expected. Because just 6 months ago, I was, sitting in this room introducing myself for the first time, and now I've already gone out of state on 2 competitions. I'm being placed as a starting member in some of these teams as well. It's a lot to take in, and sometimes I sit back and reflect, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe all of this stuff has just been, coming at me, and I've really been accepted as part of this team just like anybody else. And I hope moving forward I can just continue to strengthen my friendships with them, be there for them like they are for me, and just continue to develop both personally and professionally to be a better competitor and friend. And some things that we want to keep in mind as we're starting here, as Grant mentioned, like right as we start off, we'll probably want to make some snapshots of our systems just to avoid those penalties if we need to reset anything. And then in terms of point deductions, we definitely want to make sure that any personally identifiable customer information is stripped off of these systems, because that's going to be our biggest hit if Red Team uncovers any of that.
As soon as you get in, just change default credentials, because it was like 80%. This is how the Red Team got in last year. People just forgot to change it the entire time. They kept getting in.
Well, then we should pick a password that we all know.
So welcome. We will be dropping credentials for you to log into your pods. Keep in mind, you have the battle pods and you have your pod. So to phrase in a slightly different way, you will need your network topology today. And you are the administrators of the Collegiate Cyber Competition Company, 4C. This will require you to manage tickets, answer questions, and support competitors competing. Good luck, guys.
Cybersecurity competitions essentially revolve around realistic environments, realistic things that you could interact with in real world environments, but for students, giving you that hands-on experience.
Your Linux is XP.
No, it won't let me RDP. This one, I was able to RDP in the one you're on, but it won't let me on this one.
Oh.
And
at least the VMI exec, it doesn't put a bunch of malware in it.
Fine.
I need some input here. Injects we're overwhelmed right now. These injects are really long and really, so we've completed inject 1. We missed the welcome inject.
Cool.
Inject 2 wants a tiered logical network diagram of the battle pods and how they're structured.
Docker stuff.
It's very interesting, cybersecurity and boxing is not something that goes together, but the person that got me into boxing was also a cybersecurity guy. I was the founder of the boxing club at USF, and then I was the president. And I've been the president for like 2 years now. We've grown it to the biggest sports club on campus. over 1,200 members, and obviously boxing is a very tough sport. But I've learned things that correlated with cyber in the sense of like leading a team.
I'm a little bit nervous. I will be kind of taking on the role as captain because Wasim will be out. He won't be participating in qualifiers. He will be participating in regionals if we qualify. So there'll be a lot more responsibility on my head and a lot more management to do for the team on my side. So I'm honestly more nervous for qualifiers than I am for regionals, even though qualifiers is way easier than regionals. No pressure, everybody. This is the most important competition in terms of how the university looks. All of you have been picked because you've shown that you can operate under high pressure situations, and this is the highest pressure competition. The first hour is the most crucial, and the last hour is the most stressful. So stay focused on the first hour and stay calm in the last hour. Okay, we're looking good, team. We're all up, we're all up.
Just make sure you log in on the scoreboard so you can actually see the...
Oh, right.
All right, there are 3 injects. It looks like we might have to install Splunk. Inject 0 says Splunk, Inject 0 says welcome, and then Inject 1 says SCA. You guys haven't decided on which boxes you're each taking, right? Okay, can you guys do that real quick?
Yeah. I'm on altitude right now if no one else is.
I'm on store.
Okay, there's internet now, by the way.
This is Red Hat.
Oh no.
What?
That might not exist.
I can try cutting it up a bit more.
I need the host name, operating system, IP address, and the application services and their ports for each machine. So in a few minutes...
Can you write the requirements in Mattermost?
I already did.
Okay, perfect. All the old passwords have been put in the scoreboard, so we're getting points, right?
Yeah, everything is up.
Yeah.
Everything is up right now.
Okay. They're gonna start messing. They're gonna start messing with our default creds, which is the first thing they attack.
You have to be able to develop communication skills. You have to develop leadership skills at times. You have to exactly when to push, when to step back, when to delegate, and when to take the leadership role. All those things are relevant in a context of a group that provides solutions and solve problems.
I also have instructions. If somebody wants to try these real quick, that might also work. You guys just have to re-enroll. The machine account passwords are probably the second password, probably, I think.
Is it administrator? Or
For the second password.
Is don't you have to log into Jenkins or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a login page, but
How did you log into Jenkins?
just on the main page.
What domain are you using? Are you using horizon.local or are you using team33.horizon.local?
Team33.horizon.local.
I can't access that box. I can't manage it from here. Did you guys add firewall rules or anything that would block?
No, we're not using any firewalls.
Yeah, I can't. If I hit manage, it says it can't find your box.
It's because I just avoiding change.
But I can't. It's the same thing with everybody's box.
You have to get into Jenkins.
I can't manage any of the 80 joined boxes right now.
Couldn't authenticate, pre-authentication failed.
You might have to close out of the tab.
Okay. Let me disable pre-auth for that. You're using administrator, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just doing the same thing and seeing if it's a different outcome, but with 80 CLI instead of Realm. So it changed the passwords for them, and now the Kerberos tickets, even though they're renewed, it won't let us join them back into the domain, and it can't sync any of the credential information from the domain to the box. So where we're at now is the local passwords still work, the old passwords still work, so we're getting full service points, right? But we can't change the passwords, because you are not allowed to manage the domain locally from the Linux boxes, and the passwords are changed, but it can't sync. So basically, we're going to try to defend the boxes with default passwords.
We're in 19th place.
You're 19?
Yes.
Jacob, would you run a PAI script on the domain?
It's fine.
I could.
Will you?
Jacob, my box is gonna be up until 3:59.
Look, everything's dying. Everything's dying.
Yeah, everything's dying on mine too.
Vectorscope still running, all three services.
Okay, keep them up, bro. That's our shining light right now. Okay, so a bunch of people got fake ransomware notices, right? So this is just them like playing with you. And what they like to do is, if you haven't done something basic, like change passwords, they like to give you a fake ransomware notice and tell you, okay, 12 p.m., we're gonna destroy your box, we're gonna encrypt everything. And now my entire computer is going down.
Yeah, I think it's good. What happened?
No,
A bunch of like characters moving everywhere.
That's definitely cooked. I think it's recoverable.
You think they're gonna be in there still? They're not running back?
I don't know what psychopath of a red teamer would want to be on this machine.
15 seconds.
Back in my bond shell.
5 seconds.
We're working on it.
All right, guys, that's it.
But for all of you that competed today, it's always just awesome to go out on the fields of friendly strife, give it your best, learn and grow from it, and not think much more about it. The announcement for regionals on who makes it will be at 5 p.m. on Monday, and so you can hop on and find out which 8 teams qualified. So we'll be grading quite a bit. We know that the red team won, but whoever came in second place, we're trying to figure out right now.
It remains to be seen, depending on how our inject scoring goes, whether or not we'll be making it to regionals. It's possible that we could, jump really high up in the rankings. It's kind of anybody's game with that, with half of that score still undetermined. But I think considering how well the injects went in comparison to my previous experience, I think that we're in a pretty good position and that we will hopefully secure one of those top spots.
We had some ups and we had some downs. Very, very difficult qualifier this year. In my opinion, the hardest qualifier I've ever played in. I think we brought it back in the end. So we ended at 9th place and you need to be 8th place to qualify. This is before inject scoring. So service uptime is 50% and injects are 50%. So we're right on the line in terms of qualifying. Definitely nervous about that.
All right, so we're going to invite 8 teams to regionals, which will be held at Cyber Florida. But the team that placed first in our qualifying event is the returning national champion, University of Central Florida.
Thank you.
They were only a handful of points ahead, our second place team, which was Tennessee Tech University. And I'm sure that will make for a very confident fight at regionals. And only a couple points behind them was Clemson University coming in third.
Okay, so for number 4, we have the University of North Georgia is joining us at regionals. Number 5 is the University of Florida. Up here and that. And number 6 is University of South Carolina.
Funny.
All right, and number 7 contacted us right before the competition began, and for an undisclosed reason, their captain was not able to play those regionals or the qualifiers, and so their entire team shifted. They brought on an alternate and did justice by their captain to continue to make the regionals. So we're sure that it will be a much stronger performance when they show back up their captain for regionals. The University of South Florida.
Go ahead.
Okay,
I wasn't even there.
Qualified by a hair-thin margin for CCDC regionals, okay, for Southeast regionals. When we ended the competition, we were 10th place, 2 points from 9th, and 200 points from 8th. Nick, who came in last second to replace Wasim because Wasim couldn't come to the qualifier competition, he showed up last second. He probably gained us the most amount of points for his box.
Shout out to this guy for keeping it together when I wasn't there, making sure everybody's motivated even when they saw that they were 30th place, and making sure nobody just gives up.
7! I know to go back! Let's go!
This means that we have about 11 days going into regionals, and I know for a fact with me being around and the team overall coming off this huge win and the new scripts, it's going to be a complete game changer. I believe that we can get first place in the regional scene and take it with us to nationals. All right, close this, man. We got work to do.
Oh.
Hang on, hang on.
Where do you go from there? Oh.
Up there, but he lost it.
Can you grab those or no?
Oh, no.
Can you not go to the bottom one there or no? For your foot? Okay. Okay.
When are you graduating?
May 8th. I walk.
Are you gonna miss Herd?
Oh, Herd is my baby. See, rock climbing is really fun because you see how he has to like problem solve and figure out, and it's like a CTF. Did you do it?
I know, I couldn't move.
Just like you deal with the forensic stuff.
I wonder, I've never competed. Maybe we can compete at the real gym. They do competition. I literally quit climbing for like 3 years, and I only started because you told me to come. And now I'm better than you. And now I'm better than you.
Something different though.
Yeah. He thinks he's funny.
All right, Spider-Man.
That was hard. That was very hard. All right. Whoa.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of people.
How big is here?
We're at Cyber Launch today, which is a statewide CTF competition for high school students. It's kids from 49 districts across the state of Florida. We have over 100 teachers, close to 1,000 students, and over 100 schools that have attended today, which is an increase from last year.
I'm blown away with how big this is.
So much people all together in the competition.
I know.
High schoolers.
1,000 kids?
Wow.
Way bigger.
Way bigger than I was expecting, for sure.
Wow.
No, it's incredible to see this because back when I was in high school, I didn't even know that things like this happen. And you get to see so many people like you around you. Instead, when you're at college, it's a little bit different because you feel the pressure, the competitiveness between universities. And then you're like, oh, look, they came in, they're the university of whatever. You get a little bit challenged.
But they also have an advantage, so they can network and just maybe find some friends. Maybe they can like work together in the future. They go to the university, become a team.
You know, since Governor DeSantis became governor, we've invested about $8.5 billion in CTE programs. And one of those important areas of strategic focus have been in cybersecurity, information technology, artificial intelligence. And what you guys are doing and what you are part of today is that you all have set yourselves up on a career path in which you are going to have an almost limitless variety of occupations and careers. In fact, I've got my future millionaires and billionaires, I think, sitting right here in the audience. Anybody gonna take that title?
Okay, so we did this one.
Don't expect to be the best. There's a lot of people here just like you that are mainly here with the intentions of learning and getting exposed to it. I think my best advice is don't give up. If this is something that you really want to go into and you feel like this is your passion, my goal for you is to keep trying. The key about cybersecurity is that you're not going to succeed every time. And this is also going to happen to you after you get out of college. So the key right there is learning how to use your resources, looking for more, and expecting failure, because that's how you're going to learn. If you don't fail, you're not going to learn. You cannot always have the right answers.
Walking around, watching them compete in this competition was really cool. You could see their brains just moving into new ways, trying to figure out these challenges. There's lots of stuff they haven't seen before. It was just really fun being able to see them working it out, researching topics that they'd never seen before, and finding solutions to stuff.
think we all know that there is a skills gap in the cybersecurity field. There's not enough people going into the cybersecurity field. So what we're trying to do here is address the will gap to get the kids excited about being in this field so that they can see that it's not just this uber technical field where it's, you're wearing a hoodie in the basement, that there's so many different people that are involved with it. And then not just to hear about it, but to actually see it and feel it in person.
I think that Cyber Florida is doing great things by bringing up opportunities like this. I wish that I knew what cybersecurity was when I was in high school. I feel like back then when I was in high school, I was not provided with the resources to really know what even cybersecurity was and how practical it was, how it surrounds us everywhere. And I wish I had the participation to do something like this back when I was doing it. I started doing competitive cybersecurity competitions when I was finishing my junior, beginning of senior year. I couldn't even imagine how much success and how much growth would I had if I started that way from high school and ready to go on it from freshman year.
I think that any chance you can to introduce people to the world of cybersecurity before getting to the college level and the professional level, I think it's fantastic.
Well, I would say to definitely try it out because even if you don't win, this is such an enriching experience and you just get a lot from it, like teamwork, communication, even just getting closer with your friends, honestly. And also it's just code is everywhere. We're in the day of age where code, you're gonna see it everywhere. So just knowing and trying it out is a useful skill to have.
The college students are close in age to the high school students, and they really have a great relationship because of that. And the mentorship is something that the high school kids really need. They need to be able to see themselves in that position, in that role as a college student. And the mentors were checking on the students was just a really nice touch for them to make sure that, the skills that we taught you in October, they're able to apply today. It's just really kind of full circle seeing them come and support them.
No, it should work. For the herd to survive, we need a pipeline. It's not just the fact that we can pull from the White Hatters or we can pull from the Women's in Cybersecurity Club. It's the fact that we need to develop the pipeline beyond the university boundaries, right? And that comes from high schools that feed to USF. Talent comes from everywhere. It could be even outside of the state. Right? So we have to find those talents, try to capture and attract those talents here at USF so that eventually they will be part of the team.
This camp is an immersive narrative experience. These kids are inductees into a fictitious global security organization, and they are collecting clues, solving challenges to fight against this global organization of bad guy hackers that they're working against. The goal of the camp is for them to learn something about safety and how to take care of themselves online, but also for them to learn some basic terminology about cybersecurity and to learn some careers in cybersecurity. At their age level, really what we want to focus on is awareness of what those careers are and interest. We want them to get excited and interested, and then in later grades, in later camps, we can go into more detail about technical or about career connections or things like that. The vision of creating a Tampa Bay community that supports a strong cybersecurity presence, a strong AI presence, that tech presence in this area, you have to start working with K-12 in order to build that base.
First try spiral! First try spiral!
All right, right here. This is how the herd does it.
That's a strike! That's a strike!
Is high score. You could beat the high score. Holy no.
So we are in the Judy Genchapt building here at USF for the Southeast CCDC competitions. This is bringing the best teams in the Southeast regions of the US to compete and make it to the national. The first team that wins here goes to the national competition moving on. So we hope to be that team.
38 teams, and of those 38, it was an absolute knife fight to get down to 8 because they beat 30 other teams just to show up today. The University of Florida, the University of Central Florida, the University of South Florida, University of North Georgia, Tennessee Tech, Florida Poly, South Carolina, and Clemson. Whoever wins Southeast CCDC wins nationals, right? And that's a charge to us that we are going to put you through as a collective team through the hardest portal possible so that when you arrive at nationals, you stand the strongest chance to win nationals. All these guys and gals are the nation's best. They spend months building malware and control channels that are going to escape so that you can have a real-world adversary threat. This is your last opportunity to tell us that a switch is broken, or you're missing some pages in the packet, or you have a question.
How would we know if we're missing pages?
Good luck. Have fun, and let the competition begin.
I'm in.
Are you on VPN at all?
I can hit the.
Okay, work together.
Crypto. Yeah.
Oh wait, is it an internal IP?
No.
You're meant to be able to.
I just don't know what's the user and pass.
The username and password, or that's.
Figure out what's
username, password.
Yeah, which network you or which
Team_5. Okay, I'll just grab it.
Can we access everything from the get-go?
Yeah.
Okay, great news, guys. I have all of the injects.
Sift through that as fast as you can and find the software share. I cannot find it.
What's
wherever our repositories are hosted? He said it's in there.
Gotcha.
He's a domain user probably. What's the domain? What's the domain?
Use Notepad. Oh my god.
PowerShell, get 80 domain. That's probably not. Just click here. Okay, that works for me.
No,
that works for me.
250, 251, 250,
251, 251.
Which number password?
It didn't change them.
You're not gonna change them yet?
It's not changing them. The script isn't changing them.
Did you test that before?
Yeah, 4 times.
No,
and in the mock.
Really? And it worked?
Yeah. I'm gonna do it manually.
Manually, yeah.
There's just a lot, so I need somebody to tell me which ones they need changed so I can just do it.
No, just do all of them.
I can't do them all. You can't just highlight a bunch. You have to do them individually. That's how this works.
What was the Mattermost password?
The script is supposed to do it. It doesn't work.
Is there any way for us to...
Just tell me the users and I'm gonna do them. We're just gonna knock it out real quick.
Oh, you have more users.
I have 1 million users.
Okay.
But tell me the ones that need to be changed for each service, like the 3 or 4.
Okay, Alan.Taylor.
This is gonna take a long time.
Yeah, but why is my team not freezing?
Yeah, this one is down. When it comes to cybersecurity, obviously, if all you do is technical, nerdy things, you're going to have a really limited perspective in what you see in your worldview, right? You kind of have to have that difference of perspective. It's a little more nuanced, especially than cybersecurity, where it's, yes, no, binary technology.
Are we not gonna follow up on the email thing?
We need to, but
we are. We can't log in right now.
Jacob, we forgot about SMB. All right, we launched the nuke.
What does that mean?
It means we ran Nevin's script on all hosts on SSH. While doing all these attacks, we were able to bring up the services up so fast that while other teams went down from 88 services to like 40 when they got attacked, and now they have to bring it back up and they have all this downtime, we were able to continue rising while the other teams are falling.
Okay, look at this sketchy software.
Oh, it looks great.
This is the only way to do this, apparently.
Okay, Jacob. Edit Tiffany Wilson, Rachel Harris, and Dave Harris.
I'm about to do them all at once.
All right, good luck.
Succeeded 0.
To diet, right? Succeeded 0?
Let me read this.
What happened to Splunk?
Let me read this, bro.
Alex.
What's up?
You changed the Splunk credentials, and you never changed them in actual Splunk. So then that's why you hasn't been able to log in once.
No, it was working. I changed
No.
it.
No.
I changed it.
No.
They logged in and changed it.
No.
It was working.
You changed this guy, Jeremy Rover. I logged in as admin with Super Chia Pet.
I changed the admin.
It's not the admin that I wanted.
They added the admin user. There's
Look.
only one user.
No, there isn't. Admin is default. You didn't change Jeremy Rover, and admin I logged in with Super Chia Pet. You didn't do anything.
No, I did.
Look, now it's up. Look,
if you go back, I changed it.
I don't care. You're wrong.
I have to say, Trig, I am becoming more and more confused because every time, oh my god, it uses a random number?
When I run the wall, it breaks. So I just ran the part that does the Malwarebyte stuff.
What time did it start?
I have no idea.
You don't know?
Nice.
When did you first see it?
We just find.
When did you first see it? Just
We just
immediately.
find, Trig, we just find it, and when we find it, we give it to you. We don't have any, we tell you how we fixed it. That's all.
So can you say it found this at 1:15 p.m.?
Just whenever he sent it.
I know.
Whenever the time that I sent it.
I'll take care of that one.
If we see it happening live, like let's say they wall us or something, then we'll know. You know what I mean? But we don't have an answer.
You can't type. Okay.
Type what? There's nothing. What I'm saying is there's nothing to type, Trig. There's nothing to type.
I saw this at 1:15 p.m. You can't type that.
And I sent it at 1:15 p.m.
Tell me you can't type that.
I can't type that.
For the incident response, you need a lot of information. That's kind of a huge part of the scoring. It's incident response, right? They even have an award for it. So like one of the things I asked Wasim, like, you know, what time did you notice the attack? And it says in the messaging platform we're using, like, you know, message sent at 2:15. I'm like, you can't just type in, 4 characters, like 2:14 p.m. And he's like, no. I don't know, for some reason, I just kind of lost my cool. And I don't think I handled the stress very well.
I think that's what they want. Okay. Single sign-on with key cloak. Okay, so is it on your computer?
Yes.
Do you have a web server?
Yeah. Are you gonna finish that up?
Give it to me, yeah.
We have an announcement for the red team. We want to let you all know that most of you are still using default credentials.
Are we?
Please change your default credentials on all your systems that you have access for. We have told you multiple times. And now, we're going to make it worse.
Are we still using default creds?
I'm trying to get into this network to change them.
You want to do it so bad that you
The
should
red
do it
team
right now.
just said they're going to destroy us
And we have a bunch of default credentials.
if I don't do this.
Who's number 4?
That's me.
All right, bestie. For the incident response, I'm gonna need a bit more than that. The one about teleport backdoor that you found like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Did you look at the incident response template?
Of course.
Do you know where to find it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like a bit of a mom for the team sometimes, being one of 2 female competitors. Sometimes they need a bit of wisdom to kind of guide them in the right direction.
Okay, we have 15 more services than second place. 15 more services up than second place. No, we just finished our round of attacks.
A lot of points are given for presentation. The ability for a group of students to explain the attack, to explain how they identified the attack, to explain the vulnerabilities, and to also explain the defense mechanism if they used. And if the students are unable to express this clearly, points are dinged.
The domain crypto.martiansonly.net has been seized by the FBI. Have your findings directly turned over in regards to the proof of work, but at this point cease mining any further cryptocurrency, as it would be a federal crime.
Bro, that wasn't intended.
Oh, really?
Dude, they wanted you to mine crypto, not steal other teams' crypto.
Oh well.
Instead of mining for Bitcoin or whatever, which I think was the initial intention of the task, Nevin was able to figure out how the cookies were being generated on the website, and he was able to take everybody else's account over and then steal all their money and put it into our account. And then very soon after, they put up an FBI, this website was seized by the FBI. It didn't seem like they hated it. It seemed like we found a different solution. I mean, they said everything was fair game. So we did everything we could to get as much money as we can. So I believe we got, whatever, 4,500. Everyone else was at zero at one point, and Nevin wrote a script to automatically steal everybody's money as soon as he runs it. So if anybody starts making money, it's ours now.
T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
Alright, I'm not going to type it,
10,
but with some
9,
huge reference, we can run commands
6,
with salt.
5, 4,
We can't?
3,
No, we can,
2,
but I don't know the command for it.
1.
hands on keyboard.
It was a very stressful day, for sure. We had a lot of things that we had to kind of take into account. This is by far the biggest environment we've ever done before. Last year we thought it was a lot with 24 machines, and this year they hit us with 46 machines and 88 services. So it was definitely a lot more than we were expecting. But we've been managing pretty well. I mean, we have a somewhat of a decent lead on everybody else. Fingers crossed we can hold up the lead and potentially take it home tomorrow.
Enjoy yourselves, you survive. You get what you need to do. Pack up your computers. Do not leave them there.
I think we ended the day first by a really, really slim margin of like less than probably 1%, like a double-digit number of points when our score is 11,000. So it's really close. I don't want to, sound really cocky and say, oh, we ended the first day first, we're gonna go strong, Like we have to bring it home. It's all about tomorrow. The inject score isn't in, the red team incident response score, that's not in. It could go anywhere. I'd like to feel, we have a really good team. We have a really strong team. I'd like to think anything can happen, but I feel pretty optimistic.
Mode right here. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. Their performance was far outshined yours today, sir.
Absolutely. Oh no.
You're gonna good. Okay.
Other half of the table.
Let's take a vote as a team. Everyone needs to pay attention. Outbound 443. Are we banning it?
There's IPs on 443 though. I think it's a specific IP.
We can allow those IPs.
That one, and then everything else.
Because Nevin is pretty confident that all their C2 traffic is over SSL 443.
It's gonna be.
Because of his firewall logs, he saw 50% traffic over SSL.
Kind of in CCDC, what they do is implant these different binaries that are malicious. And specifically on the Linux side, they'll implant these binaries that will basically call back to the red team server and give them persistence over our machines. So I found a few of the services in the Linux machines and was actually able to find the applications that were running and reverse engineer them to find the IPs that they were calling back to. So instead of trying to fully remove the persistence off the machine, what I could do is, being in charge of the firewall, I was able to go in the firewall and just block that IP so that it would just make that, that full service unusable because it couldn't call back.
Well, why don't we block IPs instead of the port itself?
They just rotate, they keep rotating IPs.
That was very effective because I ended up finding out at the end of the competition that I had around 50,000 hits on that IP and they were all blocked. So helped us out in the sense that, we weren't getting totally annihilated by the red team.
Okay. Just one every once in a while.
Thumbs up from everyone on the team if you're ready to go. Any last second objections? No, we all look ready. All right, Dr. Manager,
You're live.
Yearlong. Wait, I need to grab that IP because for some reason I have a different one.
We have to log in. Jacob, we're getting authentication failed. Did you re-enable all the users?
They're all enabled.
And everybody's password is capital K Camilla, capital B Biden, capital B Bernie?
Yep,
One exclamation mark?
I can do it again if you'd like to confirm, or we can wait.
Yeah, and also our BTA agent on all these boxes is just gone. This one check timed out 4 times in a row. Is vault down?
Yeah, vault's down. Like
the box?
Yeah, it must be just down.
You can't SSH in?
No SSH.
Oh no. It's just hurting my eyes.
I know I couldn't use my devices for a while. Felt like I was being hypnotized and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't click on anything, so there was nothing I could do. And it was like that for about half of yesterday and all of today. However, I don't think the red team could do anything with it either. I think they locked themselves out because our services stayed on regardless of the fact that I wasn't able to do anything on that computer until the very end. So I hated it, I hated looking at it, but I loved that they couldn't do anything either. So made my job a little easier.
And Nevin, I'm sorry to bother you. Right now, you're blocking all traffic on port 80 and 443 except for those 2 IPs? Perfect.
Okay, the SMB, the score file is gone from that. They probably moved it to temp or something.
What?
The score file, the SMB checks. So if you can get in there, okay, I'm gonna try to PS remote in.
Okay.
You're that dog. You got that dog in you. Give me a bark. Give me a bark.
Why? What do you?
Hello, I'm your firewall consultant. I have 2 questions for you to start with. Number 1, what team number are you?
Team 5.
Team 5? Okay, and who is your firewall administrator?
We are us 2 right here.
You 2 are the firewall administrators. Okay, can you go to the device tab?
We do want to say that in the last 5 minutes we got compromised and we lost access to Palo Alto. However, we did have the admin user and a backup user that we were using this entire time. And for the longest time, we kept our session. However, we do believe a couple of things. I don't know if you want to go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay, I only have a limited amount of time.
Okay.
I don't want to tell you to log out of this. Normally I might, but can you open another tab and try to log in?
So yeah, I think what they did also is change our admin password as well. Yeah, I mean this is a history of us logging in as.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't log in right now.
No,
we can't log in.
Yeah.
I have to ask your firewall administrator a series of questions.
Yeah.
You can pick one of you.
Oh no, he can go. No, he's been doing most of it. I've been helping out.
You're gonna come with me.
Okay. Cool. Good luck.
Watch fire. Come on, man.
That's dead. What is there to watch?
Are your firewalls up to date and licensed?
Yeah, so we actually first thing we did was check the version number of the firewall, and we actually found an auth bypass for the firewall. So we made sure we downloaded the updates, and we kind of were cautious about actually installing the update because we weren't sure if it's gonna restart the firewall and knock down all our services.
Okay. So you did that manually?
We did it manually, yep. On the firewall for CCDC, and something that started introducing since last year is backdooring the firewall. It's really unique persistence mechanism where they basically use a central management system to control your firewall.
How is the firewall configurations backed up and stored?
So we were using the export feature in the Palo Alto. So going to the operator, device management, and then exporting the XML file onto our local host or our local machine, and then being sure those are kept safe as well. And then if we ever need to revert, just importing them through the same method. It's something that we thought we had nailed down from last CCDC and that we were pretty confident about getting rid of. And we noticed that they were using it again, and we've learned a lot more about. And I guess also just realizing that the firewall isn't as simple as we think it is.
What happened, bro?
Bro, he just asked me a bunch of questions I just didn't know how to answer.
About what?
Because we haven't done anything. We really haven't done do anything too advanced with the firewall.
Yeah, but
right
what?
now.
Like what? Give me an example.
Just what kind of next gen features have you added to the firewall?
Okay.
I said, tried implementing Wildfire.
Okay.
DOS protection.
Okay.
That's basically it.
And did he show you did he say do it? Did he make you do it? Did he get hands on terminal?
One of the things he asked is
Get that to you now myself.
give me questions on how to configure it, and I asked how do I get rid of the panorama backdoor.
Oh, did you tell him how?
No, he asked me how. I asked him how. He asked any questions, and I said, that's why I asked him.
You told him, yeah, but that's not how they were getting in. They were just installing that after we already did it. We know how to get rid of panorama. Is anybody logged in on any box at all?
I am.
You are?
I'm on the contractor DC.
Can you screenshot anything?
There's nothing going on right now.
Find something. Find a backdoor. Services. Anything. Find anything, Jacob. Jacob, this is where you matter. Everything you've ever wanted to do in your life comes down to this point.
I'm literally fixing an RDP right now on this box so we get points.
Screenshot RDP down. Come on, bro. Lock it.
Screenshot RDP down? Okay. Don't worry. I got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Never mind.
6
They clicked the
services
box
up.
down. I just got kicked out. Never mind.
We have 6 services up.
I just got kicked out.
Pretty impressive.
This is definitely UCF.
You think?
This is what always happens. Every time.
What makes?
I don't know. They have some like circuit tech and they do this playbook and then they figure out how to block everything and fix everything and then they're done and they move on and they win forever.
UCF is a very effective team. They have very good strategies. They're very intelligent. They win for a reason. It's because they know what they're doing and they're effective.
Got 19 reports in.
18?
19.
Very good.
All right, what can I help with?
The same thing. More reports.
Get into the firewall, please.
What?
Get into the firewall.
Get in the firewall? You want the firewall that bad?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. You've done it.
I think we did really good on index today.
Definitely.
We got hammered out the gate.
Yeah, we did.
Insane.
And the services down came right off when we started the.
Yeah, it was the same status as yesterday, but then they started hitting us right away. Like yesterday, they were disabling the services, and they were like messing with the services. But today, they were just turning off the machines.
What happened? I don't know.
And we'd asked for them to be rebooted, but they had scripts that were just auto. Like as soon as the computer comes out, they would just log in and turn it off again.
Well, let's hope that the index will turn this around. You guys did it awesome.
All right, good afternoon. Hey, welcome everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's absolutely incredible to be out here. Special shout out to all of yourselves for coming out here, for all the organizers putting this event on, to the sponsors, to USF for giving us a great facility here.
This year was one of my favorite Southeast ever. The environment, incredible. So huge, so interconnected, as I'm sure many of you quickly learned in the first 15 minutes of the event. Great job.
The third place team in SECCDC this year was the University of South Florida. Come up here, guys. The second place, the University of Central Florida. In the first place, Tennessee Tech.
We just got third place on CCDC regionals, which unfortunately means we don't do wild card and we don't move on. Kind of ends the story here. However, we did play, so it definitely could have been worse. We got exactly kind of where we thought we were going to get after a couple of hours into day 2. Maybe not where we thought we were going to be after day 1, but overall, third place.
I think you learn a lot more from your mistakes. You know, I don't really think you learn when things go well. Everyone tells you you're doing great. I think you learn the most when your assumptions are just challenged, when your worldview is shattered, which I guess is almost really pessimistic to say, but I don't know how many people would agree.
There's a few reasons why I believe that happened. First one was we weren't very familiar with SALT, and we didn't put a lot of effort into figuring out why or how that worked. And that managed about 20 of the 46 machines that were being controlled on the domain. Another reason was injects were just kind of a messy situation for us. We kept trying to figure out a smooth way to communicate, and we did do that better the second day, but that was a little too late. Going in from day 1 to day 2, there was 3 injects that were just absolutely horrific. I mean, we just put whatever we could together to try to just get them a submission.
The one thing that kind of deviates from that for me mentally is last year we got second. It sucks to go down a place, but I think overall for the team and the future of the team, I think it's better that we take this time and regroup, figure out who the leadership is going to be for the future. I'm graduating, Wasim is graduating, a big portion of the team is moving on, so we're going to have to figure out what the team looks like next semester and years to come.
I have been a tech entrepreneur for 45 years. As soon as the IBM PC came out, I was on board because I realized that was going to change the world and that at some point, everyone would have high level of compute power in their hands. The new Bellini College of Artificial Intelligence, Cybersecurity, and Computing at University of South Florida was a gift from Lauren and I. We saw it as the essential piece of an ecosystem that needed to be plugged.
There was a team that was formed centrally, and the whole campus came together. USF came together to make it happen. So that was the beauty of it.
So one approach that we are following, and we are calling it as a hub and spoke model. So the Bellini College will be the core of the structure of the new college. And we have 13 other colleges, which will be the spokes.
We have this unique ecosystem that really leans into cybersecurity. It was missing one thing. It was missing the educational institution to complete the ecosystem.
My vision is that this college will establish itself as a leader, not only in the state of Florida, but in the entire nation, and that way will create an anchor point in the Tampa Bay area to attract more industry into the Tampa Bay area that will bring in more demand for workforce in the areas of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. And together we will build up the ecosystem of the CyberBay, and we will grow together in kind of in a collaborative way between academia, industry, and government.
One of the key things that we've done here over the last couple of years is we stood up a cyber range. A cyber range gives small municipalities across the state of Florida an opportunity to bring their operating systems into a synthetic environment to be attacked, to play against a red team, and to actually learn how you can defend yourself. So big counties in Florida, they're well protected. The small counties aren't. And this gives those small counties up in the Panhandle and other places that don't have a large cyber infrastructure the opportunity to come and operate at really no cost to themselves. So that's an important opportunity to bridge that gap. Cyber Florida is doing this work. We're excited about the opportunity to continue it.
I proved it could happen in Tampa Bay. Lots of other cybersecurity companies have proved that they're doing it here in Tampa Bay. And now we have a complete ecosystem. This ecosystem will be self-sustaining in the Tampa Bay area now that it is complete.
In fall of 2026, we are going to launch 3 joint programs, computer science and business, interdisciplinary social sciences, and criminology. We're also working on computer science and economics, and anthropology, design, music. Now these joint degrees are unique because it provides depth in 2 disciplines.
Right now, the FBI estimates that there's 700,000 unfulfilled job openings for cybersecurity professionals in the United States of America. There are over 5 million globally that are unfulfilled. There is an unquenchable desire for cybersecurity professionals. So at the University of South Florida with the new Bellini College, it's a very simple equation. Supply meets demand. There's a great demand out there in the world. We're simply going to be providing the supply. And we're not going to do it in a traditional way. We're building our own unique learning platform, which is online, digital, scalable, and directed by AI, so that every student can be moving along at their own pace. We're very proud that this is the first named college in cybersecurity and artificial intelligence in the entire United States of America.
It is a first of its kind college. The vision and the scope that we have laid out is quite interesting, and people, those who are more inclined towards an adventurous exploration, they are definitely getting attracted towards this.
We're going to take our learning platform, we're going to connect it up to job boards. We're going to directly connect our students to jobs before they leave the university. They'll also be connected to internships where they can get practical real-life experience during their college career before they step into the real world. We have this very innovative, very ground-up approach that we're taking to the educational curriculum, and we think that's going to be very successful.
Right now, I'm looking for resources, and if there are any industrial partners that could partner, willing to work with us, we'd love to hear from them.
Every semester, team members graduate or leave the team. We are left behind with potential gaps. In this recruitment phase, that's where we try to fill those gaps with the best candidates that we receive in the applications. In this particular semester and year, we are looking at 10 candidates because a significant number of our team members are going to graduate over this semester and summertime. Looking at the pool of candidates and their applications, this is for sure the strongest pool of candidates that had applied. In the university, we have tremendous amount of talent. It's just tapping and finding those talents that can join the team and make it strong.
And the first question I have for you is, why did you apply to join the CyberHerd?
So I heard about CyberHerd last year when I started working or at my internship, because I don't know if you know, but I do work with Grant. He told me about CyberHerd and I was like, that's where like all the real learning is going on. Just hearing about some of the competitions you guys go to and like what goes on year round in CyberHerd, that's what I really was looking to get out of school. I'm more interested in just hands-on. I already tend to learn things by myself, like outside of school, trying to do my CPTS and whatever other certs I have. I just felt like this is what I really wanted to get out of school, but I didn't know about it until about a year ago.
Where do you see that you can contribute most to the team, and what makes you a good candidate?
For me, my absolute favorite types of challenges are reversing challenges, which sort of includes pawn because it's like the same idea, just like with an external machine instead of you having the entire executable. I've used tools like IDA and Ghidra before extensively. I've gotten to know them quite a bit, and I can read like C code and stuff like that. Or like sometimes I've even gotten like into assembly stuff because of some of the challenges that are in CTS.
When I found out about CyberHerd, I felt like I finally found where I belong. Like I'll be surrounded with the right people that will help me move to the next step, and I'll learn from the right people as well. Like it's more than just a student team. It's a space where people actively challenge themselves, collaborate, and grow through like real life experiences. And that's exactly what I need at this stage in my life.
Joining the CyberHerd cemented for me that I'm at the right university. I chose USF because it was local, it was a college I was familiar with, but I found myself questioning if it would have been better to go somewhere else, if the opportunities would have been different at a more prestigious school. But then once I joined the CyberHerd, I realized that I don't want to be anywhere else. I want to be here on this team. It was really shocking to see that from not really feeling 100% sure about my decision to within a semester, finding this community, finding this group of people who cemented that for me. It just felt very surreal, I would say.
Every single person on the CyberHerd, even the new people, even the people we bring in, they're just all really great people. Getting to know them, getting to be around them, getting to share an environment with them. It's really great.
So we're training that next generation. We have seen advanced scenarios that still haven't played out, but could potentially play out, and we're preparing this next generation to tackle those situations and challenges that society will hopefully avoid.
Another measurement of success for the new college will be, did they get a high-paying, high-tech job? Because we believe that every one of our graduates can start off at a minimum of $60,000 all the way up to $120,000 straight out of college. We're building their skill set so that they can be an entry-level cybersecurity professional or a medium-level cybersecurity professional.
CyberHerd has been my life for the past 1.5, 2 years. We hold ourselves to such high standards that people around you getting jobs at Amazon, getting senior pen testing roles at XYZ consulting firm, When you're applying for jobs, I'm not applying for entry-level positions at all. I'm applying for mid-tier to senior level positions. So somebody with 0 years experience in like the corporate world will just automatically be rejected by HR or by whatever resume filter they have, because they expect everybody outside of college to join as an entry-level junior associate doing like security analyst work. This tenacity of applying where you believe that you fit, I think was kind of birthed in the CyberHerd.
I just started a job at a company called Mavericks. We do full-scale red teaming for the VA. The VA is the biggest federal agency out of all the federal agencies. Basically, the whole point is to make sure that the veterans receive the benefits that they fought for. And that's the entire premise behind it, making sure those systems aren't being compromised by threat actors. So, you know, I feel like I'm giving back to people in this country. So that's kind of how I weighed that out.
Currently with Cyber Florida, I am a student research assistant doing security research on IoT devices and trying to find vulnerabilities in them. You know, just trying to find like 0 days in these devices that we use like every day.
I'm a technical support engineer specializing in cloud. So I deal with AWS, Azure, GCP, all the large cloud providers. So I'm essentially the go-to guy for a lot of these larger companies.
I'm a security analyst for Geographic Solutions. I handle alerts as they come up and conduct investigations, write analyses based on what I find, you know, take action if need be.
I'm a red team operator for a company called Mavericks. They do consulting for the VA or the Department of Veterans Affairs. So what you do is you're given, at least in my case, specific targets, right? And you'll be assigned, you know, to go after those targets, find vulnerabilities in them, and then more importantly, document, write up the vulnerabilities in a report, for example, right? Which, you know, I happen to be pretty good at, I'd like to think. All the people on kind of the core team have jobs, even all the people in CyberHerd, you know, they end up getting these crazy internships, you know, Google, Amazon, just like all these really recognizable, all these really cool places.
During CPTC regionals this year, I was tasked with being the point of contact for people pretending to be your customer. After that competition, where I was the point of contact, one of the competition organizers came up to me, pulled me over to one of the directors of the whole competition, and he was like, "Do you want a job?" And I said, yes, of course, give me a job, but why? And he was like, because you speak well. He was like, because you can communicate technical things to non-technical people. I just actually signed a full-time offer with them to be a red team consultant starting in the summer. So being in a community where I'm constantly pushed and people can kind of be honest with me about my technical abilities, what I'm good at and what I'm bad at, I think that was the main factor that kind of set me up for success.
It's been an amazing learning opportunity, and it's truly just that, like a learning opportunity. Anytime I come to a meeting, there's always something to learn. There's always somebody to learn from.
If you want to become the best, this is the place to be. Every person beside you is improving, and you don't want to stay behind.
I mean, these guys are constantly pushing each other to better themselves. They're spending hours a day practicing. I'm not at that level yet, but I'm getting there.
I think CyberHerd requires one thing, realistically. It just requires a good coach. And for as long as I've known CyberHerd, we've had a great coach. And as long as there's a good coach, that coach will be able to find students that are really smart in the school. That coach will be able to get us funding. I think CyberHerd will continue being really, really good at what we do. I can see us just continuing everything, just winning nonstop. And maybe when Dr. Marvin retires, there'll be a legacy. But until then, I think we're going to keep going strong.